Good evening friends. Today we are going to discuss about the chemical reactions and equations of class 10 chemistry first chapter. Let us say children, we know that chemical reactions are the chemically combined two or more substance which produce certain new type of substance having certain new characteristic features. Let us see what in which one or more substance react to produce certain new substances with new properties. Okay friends, as we can say, A combines with B giving rise to or producing C. So A is a substance, is B another substance, they combine producing C. Let us see the example. When calcium oxide bonds in the presence, it reacts in the presence of water, it gives rise to calcium hydroxide plus heat. When carbon bonds in the presence of oxygen, it gives rise to carbon dioxide. H2 reacts with the O2 producing H2O. These are called the chemical reactions in which one or more substance combine forming certain new substance. Okay. Now let us discuss the types of chemical reactions. Types of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are of the following types, like your combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, decomposition reaction, or then oxidation reaction, reduction, and redox reaction. Let us discuss one by one. Combination reaction. In this reaction, friends, what happens? Two or more substances combine forming a single product. Suppose you can say A combines with B producing C. So here one substance, B is another substance, they produce C. As we have already explained. Example, combination reaction, carbon bonds in the presence of oxygen producing carbon dioxide gas. Magnesium bonds in the presence of oxygen giving rise to magnesium oxide. So see, these are called the combination reaction in which two substances combine producing giving rise to a single product. Okay, let us discuss about decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, friends, is the opposite of combination reaction in which a single substance breaks into two or more simpler substances. Let us see. When C is broken down, A plus B, it is called decomposition reaction. Here let us write decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, in this process C is a single substance splits into two or more substances. Example, we can say when calcium carbonate is heated, it gives rise to calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So calcium carbonate when heated, it gets decomposed into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Okay. तो टाइप्स ऑफ डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन, थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन, photolytic decomposition, and electrolytic decomposition. So decomposition reaction is again divided or categorized to three types on the basis of the heat, electricity and light. So number one is thermal decomposition, next one is photolytic decomposition, and the third one is electrolytic decomposition. Let's have a look. Number one is your thermal decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition reaction. In this reaction, what happens? The substance broken into two or more simpler substance in the presence of heat. Let us see. Calcium carbonate, when heated, it gives rise to calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Another example we can say ferrous sulfate, SO4, gives rise to Fe2O3. See, next come to photolytic decomposition reaction. In these reactions, the substance breaks into two or more simpler substance in the presence of light. Let us see example. AgCl2 gives a light. Ag plus Cl2. Next example, we can say 2AgBr in the presence of sunlight gives rise to Ag plus Br. So this is called photolytic decomposition reaction, which take place in the presence of light. Next come to electrolytic decomposition reaction. Electrolytic decomposition reaction. In this reaction, what happens? The decomposition process or decomposition reaction is carried out in the presence of electricity, as we can say example 2H2O. In the presence of electricity, it produces 2H2 plus O2. Another example we can say sodium chloride, 2NaCl. In the presence of electricity, it gives rise to 2Na plus Cl2. So this is called electrolytic decomposition reaction, otherwise called as electrolysis. Okay friends, next come to displacement reactions. Okay friends, now let us discuss about displacement reaction. Displacement reaction is a reaction in which a high reactive element displaces a low reactive element from a compound, forming its own compound. And a displacement reaction is of two types: is a single displacement and double displacement reaction. Let us see. A high reactive element, suppose A reacts with a compound B, C. A plus, A is a metal, B plus, C minus, so it gives rise to AC. It is B is replaced, so the product is AC plus B. You see, A is a metal, so see, A is a metal, it reacts with BC, means here if we will take it positive, then it is more reactive element than B, so B is displaced and a compound formed this. Example, we can say it is called single displacement reaction. Number one is single displacement. Single displacement, we can say zinc reacts with copper sulfate solution. When zinc reacts with copper sulfate solution, it gives rise to zinc sulfate plus copper. So zinc is more reactive than copper, so copper is displaced by zinc, forming zinc sulfate and copper. So another example, we can say when ferrous reacts with copper sulfate solution, it forms ferrous sulfate plus copper. Ferrous sulfate plus copper. Okay friends, now let us discuss about double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. In a double displacement reaction, what happens friends? Two elements displace each other from their own respective compound. Suppose you can say AB plus BC, so it is a compound, it is another compound A plus B minus, B plus C minus. Now suppose you can say it's better to do CD, C plus D minus. So A plus B minus, C plus D minus. So you can say when they displace each other, then A combines with D and B combines with C. So what is the product? AD plus BC. So this is called double displacement reaction. Two metals displace each other. Here the two metals are A and C. They displace each other, forming certain new substance. As for example, we can say sodium sulfate plus barium chloride. Sodium sulfate plus barium chloride, it gives rise to sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. Sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. Sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. So this is also called precipitation. This is a precipitate, and that's why this reaction is also called precipitation reaction. This is one type of double displacement reaction. So here sodium and barium replace each other, forming their own compound, sodium chloride and barium sulfate. And barium sulfate is a precipitate, which that's why it is also called a precipitation reaction. Okay friends, now